Hello, hope you're all good. So this video is a kind of a flashback to one that we did last year. Um, so it's been a long time, and I actually did this one last year. I split it into two videos, so I'm going to do it as a whole today. And the theme is water. So I did a yoga festival actually last weekend, and I used this practice for that. Um, and yeah, it was one of the favourites from a couple of members. And I thought, oh, actually, that fits really well because obviously we're by the beach, and yeah, it was really nice and flowy. So I wanted to sort of just bring that back in and do it as a whole on the video as well. So let's start seated. So when you're ready, come and get comfortable, find your space. So just let the hands rest down onto the knees. We can have the palms down just to have a bit of a sense of feeling grounded. And I want you to just close your eyes. So just check in with the body. Just think about how you're feeling. And just try to become present on your mat. Just get familiar with your space. Relax the muscles in the face. Soften your shoulders. And try and soften through the front of your chest. And just breathe gently. Just in and out through the nose. So as you breathe, I want you to now just take your right ear towards your right shoulder. And then on your next out breath, take that over to the left. Okay, and then from here, just bring your head back to the center. We're going to take a side bend over to the right. So I just want you to bring that hand down. Just soften through the left side of your body. And then just take that to the left as well. And then this time, come back to the right. And we're just going to follow that momentum round. Bring the hand down to the floor. So you're softening over that right knee. And then just roll up through the center and repeat on the left. So breathe in, exhale to soften, finding a fold to the corner, and then rolling back up. So I just want you to take your time, just go at your own pace, and close your eyes if you want to. Okay, just think of this movement as waves of energy. You're just softening down, breathing in to lift back up. And go with whatever pace and time feels right. Okay, I want you to just repeat this once more on each side. And then when you come back to the center, just keep your palms down onto the knees. And you're just going to start to move through the rib cage. So I want you to try and just circle the chest all the way around, taking a full 360. Just very gently, just think about how this is feeling in the rib cage, in the torso and in the back. And then just try and reverse this, of course, go the other way. Just think of the theme water then. So water can be unpredictable, it can go in many different directions. So just try and get this into your body. Okay. And then from there, just lift the chest, and then we're going to fold forward. So bring your hands in front, just release through the top of your body. Okay, and then from there you're going to walk your hands back in towards you, okay, and then make your way to all fours. So bringing the weight to the hands and knees. So we're going to continue that feeling through the back. So I just want you to maybe take a little look over each shoulder, C-shape the spine there. And then let's take cat and cow. So just breathe in to open your chest, and then as you exhale, just push the back of the shoulders up towards the ceiling. Okay, so breathe in to open, exhale to close the body. And if that feels good, you can stay with these two, or you can just start to break that mold already and just roll. So feel where the weight transfers. Just feel it come back into the knees and then maybe more into the hands. Yeah, just do and go with what feels right. Just massaging through those shoulders. You can bend more into the elbows. And then we're going to take our first downward dog from there. So just lift the hips and knees and just walk through the feet. Okay, so just pressing the heels down. Try to open your chest up. So find some length in your back here. Just check back in with your breath. Make sure you're still breathing. Press nice and firmly through the hands. Okay, and then from here we're going to start from child's pose. So your knees just come out a little bit wider, hips back to heels, and relax the upper body. So we're always going to come and back, start from and come back to this place. So get comfortable in your child's pose. Find what works for you. So some of us will have our knees a bit wider, maybe a little bit closer together. Okay, so our sequence works from here. So we're going to breathe in and come forward, okay? As you exhale, you're going to dive the chest down, and then you're going to scoop up into a back bend. So bend the elbows, drop the chest and lift, okay? So it's the first one, so it might feel a little tight in those shoulders. Push back to down dog, so tuck the toes, lift up. And then you're going to take your right leg up in the air. So breathe in to three-legged downward facing dog. Open up through that hip as much as you like. And then you're going to step that foot wide to the outside of the right hand. So do make sure it's a wide lunge. That will give your hips more space. And if it feels good, you can just move through the hips. Take a little rock side to side. Okay. And then we're going to push through those palms. We're going to send that leg back up to where it was. Bring the foot down, knees soften to the floor, and then you sit back to child's pose again. Okay? And then you repeat that on the left. So come forward, If you know the shoulders are tight, you can take the hands a bit wider here. Breathe out, breathe in to lift. Exhale to dog. Okay, so left foot rises. Extend through the leg, open up through that hip, and then step wide. Okay, and again, ease into the side. First few lunges always the tightest, aren't they? Always takes a bit of time. And then just really find a good foundation through the hands. Press nice and firmly into the mat so that you can then sweep that leg back up. Yeah, find the floor and then sit back to child's pose. Good. We're just going to find that movement on both sides again. So when you're ready, come forward. Option if you don't want to dive, let the hips come straight down. Yeah. Push back. Inhale to lift the right leg. Exhale into the lunge. And stay there for a couple of breaths if you want. Breathe in to take the leg back. And then exhale to sit back down. Okay. Have as much space in between each round as you want. And then after your left side, just settle back, hold it there in child's pose. Now from here, when you're ready, we're going to come forward again. So this time, find downward dog. You're going to walk your feet forward towards your hands, but this time take the feet outside the hands. So you've got a nice wide stance. So soften through your knees. Just let the upper body relax here completely. Okay. And then we're going to slowly roll up to stand. So just take your time. Let your head be the last thing to lift. And just catch your balance. You may feel a little dizzy coming up the first time. And then we're going to just circle the chest around 2 times. We're going to go to the right and left. So circle, drop the chest down to the right. Come into a fold and then open out to the left. And keep the arms heavy. Yeah. And then just reverse that, releasing the breath to release that tension. And then from there, your arms rise up through the center, palms come together, exhale down to fold, hands coming through. Okay, now from here, keep the hands down or fingertips. You're going to step or take a little jump to bring your feet together. Okay, and then take your right leg back to lunge. So bend through that front knee. From your lunge, back heel comes down, we push through the front foot, lift, extend both legs, and then we take reverse triangle pose. So lift up and through the chest, drive through the front foot, and then you open the arms wide, keep the hips and legs where they are, shift forward and then take triangle. That hand can go wherever it wants, and then this hand, just reach up as far as you can through the fingers. And then to come out a triangle, bend the knee, find the floor, okay? Step back to plank, knees down, and then child's pose. So that is your second section. So left side when you're ready, come forward, push into the hands, tuck the toes to lift. So open up through that chest, find that length in the back, and then walk forward. Okay, soften, so you can release that tension now. Rolling up. Take 2 circles with the chest. So breathe in, release. So take your time, go with your rhythm. Okay, arms softly rise and release. Little jump or step. Left leg goes back. Good. And then the heel comes down. That opens the hips to the sides, then open up. Lift up and over. Good. And then arms come wide, shift forwards. Find that tipping point. And then bend. Find the ground. Right, so again, we're going to do this once more on each side. So just have a little play with the timing. I'll keep moving. So you can just check in if you need to. Try and find the length, especially in these triangle poses. There's a lot of space there, a lot of room to explore. Just try and keep that natural pace in your body. Like we were thinking about water, water can go whatever pace it wants. It can be really quick, sometimes it can be really slow and calm. So try and just get this into the body. It's really flowy, there's no set time. Even if some of these poses break the mold slightly. When you finish that left side, just settle back, catch your breath. Okay, so last section from here. So we're going to come forward, take down dog, and then you're going to bring your left foot forward first. Okay, so step into a lunge. So if we just finish that last section. So what happens here is we bring the back heel down again, feel the hands come over towards the inside of that leg, and then you're going to lunge side to side. Okay, so you're going to brush the hands past the carpet or mat, wherever you are. Just lunge into each leg and find some freedom here. So release through the arms and upper body. You go as low into those legs as you want. Maybe even just think of the figure of 8 across the floor. And then you're going to gradually find that front foot again. From that lunge, you take a twist. So you're going to turn your chest towards the leg, reach the arm up and over, finding the ground, step back, find all fours. We take upward facing cat. Then exhale to child's pose. Okay. So let's find that again when you're ready. So come forward, lift. Just transition to bring then the right foot forward. Yeah. Heel comes down and then just start to release. Just softening through the upper body. Whatever speed feels good, and then just finding that front foot. Take that lunge, arm comes all the way round, stepping back, open, and then release back in child's pose and just hold it here again. Just calm the breath back down. Okay, so from here, we're going to link all this together. So we're going to get a good flow of it on both sides. So starting from child's pose, let's make our way forward. So come to all fours, breathe in. Exhale, dive, find that wave, and then breathe in to lift. Exhale, down dog. So the right leg comes up first. Breathe in. Breathe out to step wide. And then the other foot steps forward from there. So we take that wide fold. And then from that place, roll up. Chest circles round twice. Right leg goes back to lunge. Setting up for your triangle poses. So we lift up and over. Now from triangle, find your lunge. Heel releases. Okay. So you have a moment here and then you transfer back. So then you change that direction. Just take a few sways side to side. Okay, 3, 4, 5 times. Until you gradually find that front foot again. Yeah, turn the chest and shoulders to the side towards that leg. Good, and then from here, stepping back to all fours, open, exhale and release back. Good, and then when you're ready to flow that on the left, go for it. So come forward. So when you finish, just catch your breath. Maybe just wriggle into the hips. Okay, and then from here, just coming up, find a seated position, okay? So, all right, so let's take a forward fold from here. So you're going to have some space between the feet, okay? Just take a little wriggle around, find the sit bones, just move through the hips. And then we're going to think about leading from the belly button first. So you might want to start with your knees bent. Flex the feet, lift your arms. I just feel like I'm going to knock a candle over all the time. As you exhale, come forward. Okay, so you can hold onto your feet, ankles, or you can just relax the arms. I want you to try and just soften into your fold. Just stay here and breathe. And every now and again, it might feel nice to just take a little wriggle in the shoulders. You can keep some movement in there if that feels nice. So pay attention to your out breath and think about the length of that out breath, softening you down further and further into the pose. Releasing more tension from the body. Okay, and then from here, when you're ready to come out, just roll up through the spine. Let your head be the last thing to lift. You might just want to take a little move through those shoulders, maybe push the chest forward. Okay, and then we're going to come onto our back. So when you come down, just bring the knees in towards the chest. Maybe take a little rock side to side. And so the last pose we're going to look at is a shoulder stand. So we haven't done this in a long time, if at all on the video actually. So I will give an option. So to come into a shoulder stand, just be mindful of your neck. You want to keep the weight into the back of the shoulders and your chin stays tucked in, okay? So when you do eventually lift the hips, support underneath with your hands, okay? So just start by rocking the knees into the chest, okay? Just trying to get that tailbone off the floor. Just lifting it off the ground by pulling the knees in. And then that is going to kind of prepare you for that momentum, yeah? So you're using the abdominals to lift the hips. And then I want you to support underneath, swing the legs up. You might start with the knees bent, keeping them in. Just get that feeling of using the hands just underneath the hips, okay? And then your elbows obviously in the floor to support you. And then just rock back down, okay? So have another little go, knees come up. Yeah, keep everything in first. And then if you feel comfortable too,
extend your legs up, brace the core muscles, and just keep your hands there supporting your hips. All right, so you can hold this for as long as you want, a few breaths, and then obviously you can let go and come back down. Just have a little play. If this just doesn't feel good, what I want you to do is just hug the knees in and just have a little play with that rocking motion, yeah? Just trying to get your core to work to lift the tailbone off. If you're up here, whether you're here, you then might want to just relax the legs back. Okay, so you can keep the legs extended and use the toes to support you, or you can bend your knees. And just soften there. Just be careful of your neck though, yeah? Good, and then when you're ready to come out, just soften, and then just take a full body stretch. So just reach your arms and legs away. Take any movements here that might feel good. So shoulder bridge might feel quite nice after that. And then we're just going to take a few moments here on the ground, just softening, so you can keep the legs extended. You might just have the feet together like me and just let your knees fall out. So just relax your shoulders and just soften the breathing and keep your eyes closed. Let's just find some stillness to just let the body come back to a calm state. Think about how you're feeling. Feel free to stay here a little bit longer if you wish, or you can start to just now bring some movement back into your body. Take your time and then gradually come back to seated. Okay. So just have the hands back onto your knees. We'll take one last breath in here to finish. So just as you breathe in, take your arms up, bring your palms to touch, thumbs tap down towards your heart, and namaste. And thank you. Oh. Thanks everybody. So slightly few adaptations on that. So if you remembered the one from last year, a little bit different. So I hope you enjoyed, and I will speak to you soon. Bye.